All right, everybody. All right, here we go. So I had made a video. If y'all seen it, if y'all haven't, please check it out. But what I did is I took this down real quick because the amplitude on this is it's okay. It's around 200. But what it does is when you put it on the time grapher, it shows that it is running horrendous, which it is. It doesn't look like it, but it's got some issues. It's my Bunn Special, model 29. It is a M14 or something. It is a 60 hour. So this is the 60-hour movement. Um, it's just got quite a bit of spring you got to wind up. But anyways, so no matter what, it just doesn't run good. And it I'll show you. So this is what it looks like. So you can see all those lines. Ooh, just whacked the camera. But you can see all the lines. They're all going at a horizontal. So that's not what you want to see. You want to see a nice straight line, flat line. We're not seeing that. So we're minus 100 something seconds. Our amplitude is at 186. The beat air is 27. And our lift is 52 with 18,000 beats per minute. So, per hour, where the hell it is. And even that's off by like 148. So the whole board is just all screwed up. And what is causing that? Well, there's actually quite a few things that are causing that. One is that it could probably use a better mainspring. That would help. As a matter of fact, this is not the one that came out of it, but this is the same steel. Or this might be the... No, I don't think so. I don't think this is the one that came out of it. No, no, definitely not. Just one I laying around. But anyways, it's the same thickness, like steel wise. And this is, I buy the new old stock steel. I try to keep all my watches with original equipment, and that can be kind of a double sword because yeah, you're keeping it original, but yet you're not going to get the performance out of it. In some cases, yeah, you're going to be all right, but in most cases, if you're just going for just kind of like just to have it running, not really so much keeping time or whatever, um that's okay if that's what you want to do. But if you're wanting to keep good time and all that, you got to get something a little better. And they do. You can get the newer springs, and they work a whole lot better. They're harder for me to wind. I don't wind those by hand. I have to use my hand, winding set. Um, these old stocks, I can wind these by hand. So that's how you can tell that they're not putting out a lot of power. Maybe they did at one time, but sitting wrapped up for 50 years, probably probably not good. So anyways, so it needs a new mainspring, which would definitely help because that is brand new. Like I said, it is brand new, but you can see that we're still not getting a lot of power transferred. Also, what it also needs is it needs a jewel in the top. So the balance cock, the jewel on the underside where the pivot goes in, that jewel has to be replaced. It's got a mark in it. I thought it might have been dried on oil. Under closer inspection, looks like it's got a small crack in it. So that can throw the whole watch off too. One jewel can cause a lot of problems. Okay, moving on. So that's two things. And the third thing that I found out is that the escapement is I don't think it's the jewel. It could be the jewel. Is I got more shake in the escapement than what it should have into it. So therefore that could be another jewel issue on the top. So this jewel right here, it may have to be replaced. I checked the pivots on it. Pivots look good. It measures out. So that can only be the jewel. And when you look at the jewel under a microscope, it does kind of look like the holes kind of opened up a little bit. So that's two jewels that have to be replaced. Can I get these parts? That was kind of like the next problem. And I can. So the balance cock is going to be around 60 because I had to buy the whole thing. I can't just get the jewel. I had to get a donor, and I was probably going to buy the whole thing, which I can always use the other, the other jewel, or I could just use the whole balance cock. But I don't want to do that because I want to keep all this the original to the watch. So just taking out the jewel is not a big deal. And the same with this one here, just unscrews and it just pops out. So we can do that. And I think this right here is going to be probably like another $60 because I have to buy the whole thing, which again is not really. It's worth it because you get the jewels and you also have those and you have the plate. Can I change the whole thing? Yeah, I could. Would somebody notice it? Probably not, but I would notice it, and therefore I wouldn't want to do that. So, but for donor parts, you got to do what you got to do. If you're not worried about it running on a time grapher, keeping perfect time and all that, you can keep it just like it is. Does it keep time? It does keep time. It keeps time very well. It'll lose about 5 minutes a day. So you got to remember now because you are losing time. So you're gonna have to step it up a little bit. So right now it's almost 6. It's about 6 minutes behind right now, and it's been sitting overnight. So it's the amplitude is low on it. It's got some issues, so it's not up to full potential. Which it does look like. I mean, we got some good swing there in the balance, but they should be swinging a lot faster than that. So, but it sounds good. It's got a good ticking to it. So we got 3 joules, 2 joules, right? 2. I said 2 joules, 2. So I think 2 joules would be a great start in a mainspring. I'm tempted just to get the joules replaced first. Let me try that. And if all goes well with that, we'll keep the mainspring. I don't like taking these screws out a lot. Those are very tiny screws, and I'm not a big fan of taking those out all the time. They're really small. So let me get you a close up real quick. So we got to do the balance cock jewel on the bottom. We got to do the escapement jewel on the bottom, which that's just one jewel anyway, so it doesn't matter. I do have a bottom plate to this, but I had to use the jewel for my my other bone special. So I had a bottom plate jewel for this, which I was going to change out, but I have it on my other bun special. At the time, I had to kind of modify a little bit. I mean, I just put it on my wheel a little bit, and I took it down just a tad. I mean, just you couldn't even notice it. But on the 29, that bottom jewel is just a hair, just a touch. I mean, just a touch larger than the normal bunn special. So they are not the same. So that will no longer fit in this one. And that bunn special, if y'all seeing it, it runs magnificent. I mean, that thing just flying. So that's great. So this is just going to be a little bit of a project. It's going to be a minute. Like I said, it's going to be, probably over $100 by the time all said and done. Maybe around 200 to get this done. So for the most part, I think I'll just keep it like it is. I'll keep my eye on some parts, and when the time comes, I'll definitely get it fixed. But this way, y'all know what to look for, and I'm just letting y'all know the update on this watch, because I did a quick tear down, and we had to figure out what it was. So that's what it is. The spring is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I changed it, put another spring in it. Put the original one back in it because I saved it, and there's no difference. So no broke spring. Thought it might have been broke. Wasn't broke. Everything looked okay. Further inspections, hard to shoot on camera because I have to get out the scope, and it doesn't film too good. So I figured if I just put it back together, and I'll tell y'all what I found. That way, if y'all have this problem, y'all can know what to look for. So if you got, lines going the wrong direction, look at your parts. A lot of times a jewel can be just a little wore. You might have a pivot that's slightly, that maybe just broke at the top. Might be a little broke or worn down, and you just got some like an end shake or some play in there. You might have more play than what you're supposed to have. Even though the watch runs, the time grapher picks all that up. It can hear those irregulars, and when it hears it, it'll show you on the graph. So you can see the escapement running. I mean, you can see everything looks all fine. Everything looks all good and going, but afraid not. But like I said, it's like 6 minutes behind. It's losing like 6 minutes a day. So, would a new spring probably pick some of that up? Yeah, probably. But with the rest of it being like it is, you can just, I don't want to put no harm on the watch. I'm not going to try to, that's not the correct way to fix this. So, I'm not going to do that. I want to fix it the right way. But in order to do that, it's going to take some money. So we'll have to wait. We'll get some money put up, and we'll see about getting this fixed and getting this back running, because I like all my watches to be running the best they can. So that is the story for the Illinois 60-hour bunn special model 29. All original. Even the case is original. I found the number on the case somewhere down here. It's like 92 something. And then when you take the top off, there's a number right here that matches. So it's all number matching. So that's how I know that it's all original, because all the numbers match. There's a number right there. That number right there. And then if you take this top off right here, there's a number down here at the 6 o'clock, and it matches that number right there on the case. So the case and the crystal match, the case match, and the back matches. All number matching. So nothing's been replaced. All right, y'all. So that is just to let y'all know what's going on with the Model 29. I get some parts, we'll make a video, and I'll do it with y'all so y'all can see putting this together. But for now, it is running. We'll just let it run. I'm going to probably wind the spring down today. The watch I've been taking to work with me is my Hamilton. So I got the Hamilton with me this week. And I'm going to put this back in the case. And we'll just let it sit for a minute. And we'll decide on what we're going to do. Go down eBay here. Go to some other part outlets. See if we can find some parts. And let's see if we can get this going. Okay? Let's see what we can do. I want to thank everybody. Thank all subscribers. Everybody that's new. Thank y'all for viewing. Thank y'all for watching. Been great. I have been away from the camera for a little bit. I've had some things going on, so I haven't been able to get to the camera lately. But definitely more to come. So y'all just stay tuned. Appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all for your comments. Thank y'all for y'all got some good advice. Any questions you want to ask, go ahead. I'll try to get back to everybody as soon as I can. But I sure do appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody out there. All new subscribers out there, I appreciate y'all. They inform me every time I see them, and so that's great. So thank y'all for your support. I'll be catching on with y'all soon, and we'll go on to the next one. I think we're gonna do my Hamilton. That'll be next. My Hamilton 930, 920. I can't remember on watches. But anyways, it's motor barreled. Pretty cool. Salesman. It's coming up. We're gonna tear it down. Which I did before, but I'm going to show y'all how to put it back together. I couldn't do it before because it's hard for me to do that, but I think I got a trick or two we can maybe figure out so y'all can see how to do a full plate, how to put it back together, and maybe y'all, and I think y'all are going to enjoy that. I'll be a little shaky because I can't break my watch, but hey, that's good for y'all, so that's all that matters. And I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all for watching.